Well, hello and good morning and welcome back, everybody. And we zoomed in here on our lap steel guitar, and today we're gonna play some easy-going, sleepy time cat music. Cause I call it that. Cause my cat's right over here, and I've been playing around practicing this little piece, and you've seen me do something similar to it before, but I don't know, it just put the cat right out like a light. She was running around here like a wild thing. But anyway, I've got the Canyon pedal on, setting on the shimmer effect, which you hear it's got the trails to it, and it kind of goes on and on. Something in that neighborhood. Also, stay tuned at the end of the video if y'all want to hear what crazy looks like. I'll explain that. I had to make contact yesterday with telephone provider company here, and I'll tell you what went on with that. It was the funniest thing. I mean, it just don't make sense, but I guess that's the way the whole world is shaping up, that things goes backwards. But anyway, I'll tell you that at the end of the video. So what we doing today, I'm tuning in an open E, of course, as you know. What I did right there was raise my bar and hit the first string on fret 1, 4, 5, and 7. Sounds like that. And I'm raking across these three kind of. Coming down over here on fret number 2, which is a G flat, but I'm pulling the bar back to me and letting the outside string ring and closing down on the rest of them and playing the 3 strings at the top. Slide back to fret number 1, then go to number 7th fret, which is a B. See how I did it? I went across strings 1, 2, and 3, and then reached over and grabbed string number 1. Then you do your little skip in there on 2 strings like that, 1 and 3, then 2 and 4, 3 and 4, and then 4 and 6. Or you can just pinch up on string 2 and 3 and skip. if you notice one time when I went to the A, right here to the 5th fret, I went to the D, and the D's at the 10th fret, and I went back to the 7th. And then another time you see me. And what that was, I pulled the bar back, let the top string ring at the 3rd fret, then the 5th fret, and then at the 7th fret. Then I closed it. And that's just a G with an E in it, ringing out, an A with an E in it, and a B you can let the E ring. Looks like kitty cat woke up. I tried to teach you around there so you can see him. Let's see if I can find it. There he is. See him sitting on the amplifier right there? Hey there, kitty cat. What are you doing? Anyway, she lays back here on the amplifiers a lot when I'm playing music, and just sleeps around and all. But anyway, let me tell y'all a little bit about what else happened. Now this here's the crazy part right here, folks. And I told you I was gonna tell you, and it's like Forrest Gump said, stupid is as stupid does. Well, all last week my telephone was quitting. Now I've got Mediacom phone and Mediacom TV and Mediacom cable internet, and I got that out here in the country, and it's the fastest things we got available, because if you go with AT&T out here you got to have dial-up, and we don't have optic cable out here in our area. They do have it in town, but out here Mediacom is the only choice. So anyway, my phone and sometimes my internet would just go out, boom, just like that, go out and die. And then sometimes my telephone, I'd be right in the middle of talking, to somebody. Well, here's the thing, I've got select call list on it, which anybody can, if you got a Mediacom phone, you can push star and then the number 64 and listen. And it'll tell you to push button number 3 to activate your select call list. Of course, you have to set that up first. And to learn that, you can go on Mediacom's website, type in select call list, and it'll tell you step by step. You can enter into up to 25 numbers. Okay, with that being said, but my phone went out, and it wasn't even working. So, I go to my neighbor's house next door Friday, and I called them and told them, hey, my phone completely died. I need you to send somebody out here to work on it. And they said, well, I will schedule you an appointment for Saturday morning. And I said, great. And they said, what time? I said, well, the earlier the better to me, because I said, I'll be here. He said, how about 8 o'clock? I said, that's great. Are you going to be up? He said. I said, yeah, I get up at 5 o'clock every morning. And he said, okay, well, I do too. And then we talked, and he got my appointment set up, and the man was scheduled. Yesterday was Sunday, so yesterday was the day they came. But anyway, so yesterday morning got up, and I checked my phone, and it still wasn't working. It was just dead. All right, well, that's fine. I wasn't worried about it because there was a man coming, right? All right, I checked the computer, and sure enough, my computer was working. So I looked at my email. I always check my email. I said, well, let me check my email this morning, see if anything exciting's going on. Well, I got a message, and it was about 8 o'clock when the man was supposed to come, and it said, from Mediacom Corporation, your appointment has been canceled, and then it said, under reason, no one will answer the phone at this number. Well, that's the number that I told them wasn't working. You know, hello? So how can I answer a phone that don't work? They could have figured that one out, but they didn't. All right, so I go back over to my neighbor's house, and I call Mediacom again, and got a hold of some fella that barely could speak English, of course, and I told him the situation, and he said, well, he said, let me get you scheduled for appointment. I said, well, I'm already scheduled if you're checking. He said, oh yeah, but he said, they canceled it because you didn't answer your phone. And I said, well, I can't answer the phone because it don't work, and that's what I'm calling about. And he said, well, you still have to answer it. I said, sir, don't you understand if the phone ain't working, I can't answer? And we went round and around for 30 minutes back there, and I got aggravated, and I said, what part of the telephone don't work, don't you understand? He said, well, give me your cell phone number. I said, well, I ain't got one. I'm at my neighbor's house. I said, if you want to call them, you can call them. I said, but you can't call me. And I said, just schedule an appointment and the man will be out there. Well, he said, okay. I said, and tell him, don't even worry about calling, just come on. I gave him my address, and sure enough, about 8:30, a young man showed up. And he said, well, he said, I was supposed to come over here at 8 o'clock, now it's about 8:30 or 9. He said, but I got a call from my corporate office, told them they had canceled your appointment because you wouldn't answer the phone. I said, that is correct. I said, but the reason I'm not answering the phone is because it don't work. And he's like, well, it's supposed to work. I said, well, it don't. Well, I said, here, call somebody. And I handed him my phone. He said, wow, well, guess what? Your phone's dead. I'm like, well, there you go. Now you have it. So he got doing some check and found out my router, which is a box, you know, about yay high with all them blinking lights. He said, my God, your router is way obsolete. He said, you should have had this router replaced 2 or 3 years ago. He said, I got a brand spanking new one out here in my truck. I'll go get it and I'll install it, and I guarantee you your phone and everything will work better and faster. And sure enough, I did. I went out there, I mean, he got it and he hooked it up and put the router on it, give me my password. I used my same password, but the cool thing is, my router worked, my phone works now, and my upload speed's a lot better, so, but you know, when you're trying to tell somebody that something don't work, if your phone don't work and they trying to call you, that just don't make sense to me. But that's the way the world has got today. People don't use common sense no more. Anyway, with that being said, according to my information, we've had a hot, very hot weather yesterday, and I've been back there cleaning up the woods and cutting some limbs off some trees yesterday, and working, but I had to quit about, I think, 1 or 2 o'clock. It got too hot. It got up there around 99 degrees. I got in my truck and I had to go to town to get something, but I had to open both doors to let the heat out there for a little bit because I couldn't even get in it. It was probably 200 degrees in there. Anyway, I hope each and every one of y'all has a great week out there. I hope you got something out of the lesson and the playing demonstration of the Canyon. Looping pedal, not looper, but Canyon delay with the shimmer. All right, so anyway, we're gonna keep playing around here until we put the cat to sleep. And y'all have a great day, great week out there. There is a tropical storm building that's coming our way. It's got models, drawing lines, one of the hurricane models coming right through here. I hope we don't have another hurricane like we did with that last hurricane. I done forgot what the name of it was, but anyway, it blowed a lot of trees down and done a lot of damage in our area here, and we're 100 miles exactly from the Florida state line if you go down 75. That don't mean we that close to the ocean, because then you got to drive on down in the Tallahassee area or Panama City to get to the actual ocean, which is the Gulf of Mexico. And that's where the storm's due to cross. All right, so keep your fingers crossed that we miss it. Now, a little rain right now, believe it or not. You know, I've been telling you how wet it's been. Now, I've actually went out yesterday morning, after I got through with all that crazy stuff with that internet problem and telephone deal. By golly, I went out and watered my garden because my peppers was wilted. Peppers supposed to be bright and bushy-tailed in the morning. Now, in the evening, they're going to be wilted. I don't care how much water you give them, because the sun just beats down on them too hard. But in the morning, like early in the morning, the leaves should be standing up pretty and dark green and reaching to the sky. All right. Each and every one of y'all a great week out there, and thank you for stopping by. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up and hit the like button. Y'all have a great week, people.